The following program is made possible by the Arkansas dealers of Heil Heating and Cooling Products. Find an Arkansas dealer near you when you need help. Depend on us.
The sun is coming up over the Ozark crest. Grab your rod and reel, boys, forget about the rest. Tie top water on, set the hook into the weight. We're catching big limits in the natural state.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is your Arkansas Weekend Fishing Report for June 22nd, 2026. I'm Tom Cantrell, and we have got stable, hot summer patterns locking in across the entire state. Here's the big picture for this weekend. Surface temperatures on our major reservoirs are officially ticking past that 80-degree mark. That means your early morning topwater window is getting shorter, and if you want consistent action past 8 a.m., you've got to transition to deeper structure or find moving water. Wind looks light out of the south all weekend, so open water tracking is going to be excellent. Let's break it down by region, starting up north and west in the Highlands. Up in the Highlands, covering Beaver, Ouachita, Bull Shoals, and Norfolk, water clarity is absolutely beautiful, but that summer sun is pushing the black bass deep. If you are chasing largemouth or spotted bass on Ouachita or Beaver, your best bet is hitting main lake points at first light with a walking bait or a buzz bait. But by the time the sun clears the trees, put the top water away. Pull out your electronics and look for humps and brush piles in 25 to 30 feet of water. A 10-inch worm on a Texas rig or a drop shot rig with a morning dawn colored worm is going to be your bread and butter for the rest of the day. For the tailwater trout anglers on the White and Little Red, you need to check the Corps of Engineers app before you step off the bank. The Southwestern Power Administration is scheduling heavy power generation in the afternoons to match the grid demand. If you want a safe, productive wade bite, you need to get your fishing done between daylight and 11 a.m. while the water is still low and stable. Moving down into the River Valley and central Arkansas, including Lake Maumelle, Lake Conway, and the Arkansas River pools. On the river pools right now, the main channel is moving a little bit of dirt, so your main goal this weekend is finding clear water lines. Look for areas where smaller creeks feed into the main river, or fish the backwater cutoffs. Bass are stacking up heavy right on the downstream side of jetty tips to stay out of the main current. Throw a square bill crankbait or a blue and black chatterbait right into those eddies and bounce them off the rock. Over on Maumelle, the crappie bite has transitioned completely to summer brush and deeper bridge pilings. Look for schools suspended in 15 to 18 feet of water. Dropping live minnows or a small chartreuse jig straight down past the structure is turning the trick. Catfish anglers, the night bite on Conway is turning on. Look for shallow flats right next to creek channels using cut bait. Finally, let's head east and south into the Delta and Lowlands, looking at Millwood, Lake Chico, and the southern oxbows. Water temperatures are cooking down here, pushing past 84 degrees in some of the shallower flats. In this region, shade is your absolute best friend. Forget the open water midday. You want to focus entirely on the thickest cypress knees, buckbrush, and matted vegetation you can find. Early in the morning, a hollow-body frog walked slowly over the lily pads on Millwood is producing some explosive strikes. Once that sun gets high, grab a heavy rod, tie on a dark creature bait with a 3/4 ounce weight, and start flipping right into the darkest shade of the cypress trunks. For bream and bluegill on Chico, look for deeper willow lines in 6 to 8 feet of water. Crickets under a slip bobber are still producing steady limits for the kids. That wraps up your 3-region breakdown for the weekend. The weather is beautiful, but the heat index is no joke right now. So pack twice as much water as you think you need. Keep your life jacket zipped up, and make sure to hook up that kill switch line before you fire up the big motor. If this report helps you catch a few more fish this weekend, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, leave a comment with your local water temp, and let's keep this community growing. Good luck out there, keep your lines tight, and I'll see you right here next Thursday.
The sun is coming up over the Ozark crest. Grab your rod and reel, boys, forget about the rest. Tie top water on, set the hook into the weight. We're catching big limits in the natural state.